Actually, I was driving to work on a Saturday, and I was listening to an interview that you had done at one of the syndicated shows. I think it was with Lon Helton. And it was an interesting story about how you got reconnected with your wife.
Yeah.
Tell that story.
You know, Wendy and I, we dated, and she was in high school, and I had just graduated for about a year and a half. And her mom and dad found out about it. They didn't like the fact, for one, that she was dating a guy who was a little bit older than her. Second, they didn't like the fact that it was a Marine with tattoos. I could have stopped with Marine, but that was good enough. And so they told us that it wasn't going to work, and we both went our separate ways. 7 years later, after I'd been through a marriage, it didn't work out, and I've got beautiful kids from it, so I'm not regretting that at all. But 7 years later, I'm in a bar. We're about to go on stage. My acoustic player had drawn up the set that night, so I had no idea what we were starting with. And right before they hit the first note of the first song, I saw Wendy walk in the bar, and I jumped off stage and went up to her and said, "Look, I'm sorry things went the way they did. You never have to speak to me again, but I have to tell you this. I still love you. I think about you all the time. I'm so sorry things went the way they did. I had to get this off my chest," and I hugged her, and I got on stage. And the first song of our set that night was Kenny Chesney's "Just Don't Happen Twice."
Oh, man.
And she stuck around, and we started talking, and it was like we never really missed a day. And I guess now we've been together for over 4 years, and we've got a fat little 2-year-old.
That's awesome. That is so cool. I remember hearing that story, and I was actually looking at some videos on YouTube last night of you, and there was one of you guys doing the ABC early show, I think. Was that right? Was it ABC?
Yeah.
Which was really
Good Morning America, I think, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's what it's called. I'm never up that early to watch. And your wife was actually there with you and your kids,
yeah,
which I thought was so cool. Did she go out on the road with you a lot? Or actually, do her and the kids come on the road with you a lot?
You know, sometimes the oldest three, it's kind of hard to get them to come out because my two oldest kids are in school, and all three of them live with my ex-wife, and so I kind of pull them out one at a time whenever we can. Like this past week, I was actually on vacation because they had spring break from their school, so I stayed home with them. And a few months ago, around Christmas time, matter of fact, they were out of school, and I took my oldest boy from a show we did in Raleigh on the bus to Nashville, Tennessee to do a show on Raising the Bar tour. And then I took him on his first airplane ride back home to Raleigh. So my oldest daughter's reminding me daily that her turn is next. Yeah.
And that's coming soon?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're probably like the most popular kids in school.
You know, it's funny, when I take them to school in the mornings when I'm home, I take them to school, and usually, you know, they don't want to hold my hand at Walmart or anything like that. We're walking around, but then we get to school and they're like latched onto my legs because everybody's walking up and saying, "Can I get your autograph?"
Really?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be cool.
It's really cool. I think I don't want to, you know, I don't want them to feel uncomfortable with it. But I think right now that they think it's cool, so.
I think it's cool. I mean, if my dad was, I think I'd be bragging to everybody. I think that'd be super cool.